Does it ever feel like your day-to-day life is getting in the way of things that you really want to pursue? Like you don't have any time for anything, but when you suddenly find yourself with time, you really don't know where to start. You're overwhelmed. Today, I'm going to show you a method of taking control so that you can run your life instead of your life running you. So click subscribe, hit like, and ring the bell so you don't miss any of my videos that are sure to help you live your best life ever. Let's get to it. I've helped so many of my healthy lifestyle clients and my massage clients who come to me with great intentions and wonderful ideas, whether it's starting a diet or an exercise program or what have you, name the goal, right? And then the weeks pass and they don't really get any traction and they start to give up and they feel like they don't have time and they're all over the place. So the advice that I always start with is you need to start with a solid plan and you need to begin your day in the right mindset. Without these two things, it really increases the challenges that you face. So I am going to go over a process that I use and that I recommend to my clients and hopefully get you started on a life-changing journey. So the first thing I would look at is sleep hygiene. Now, this is a topic that could be easily a whole video series on its own. Certainly there are books and talks and lots of information out there about it, but there are some basics that everyone can adhere to. First, go to bed at a consistent time. Your body likes some sort of regimen, right? Some sort of routine. So go to sleep at the same time each night. Try not to watch TV or be on your phone or tablet or any electronic device, probably for a half hour or hour prior to going to sleep. It'll allow your mind to sort of calm down and slow down so that you can actually get some productive sleep. If you need to, read a book, sometimes that'll help your mind sort of wind down. Don't make it anything too engaging, but reading can sometimes calm the mind. I would say try for 6 to 8 hours of sleep. And look, everything that is ever recommended to you, please understand each person's an individual. So 6 hours might work for you, 8 hours might be too much, and vice versa. So do experiment with it. Do what works for you, but definitely go to sleep at a consistent time and try for 6 to 8 hours to begin with. And see where you fall. Also worth noting, try not to hit the snooze button and then wake up right before you need to run out the door. If you don't want to feel rushed, then don't set yourself up to be rushed. So if you only give yourself 20 minutes before you have to be out the door and you wake up, quick brush your teeth, shower, whatever, grab a cup of coffee and leave, then you are going to feel rushed through the day and your brain is constantly going to try to get you caught up for the day. So try to give yourself some time when you wake up, between the time that you wake up and the time that you need to leave the house. Now, while you slept, your body did a lot of work to repair itself, okay? Everything shut down, your brain kind of, you went to sleep and you're relaxed, but your body continues to work at night, repairing damage and things of that nature. So when you first wake up, it's always worked for me to drink water or tea right away, get hydrated, because your body really, I feel, needs it after a good night's sleep. Okay, now you're well rested, you're awake, what do? My recommendation is to develop a list of several go-to activities that you can plug into your morning routine. We'll get into how that all works later, but some people thrive on a variation and some people thrive on a consistent set list of things. So you'll have to develop a sense of what works for you and what doesn't work for you. But for now, I would develop a list of activities like, just to give suggestions, maybe yoga or Tai Chi or cycling or meditation. All of these things are fantastic ways to start your day and to get in the right mindset. Do you have a favorite activity that you would work into your morning routine? If so, share it below, please. And maybe, who knows, I can get a video together explaining that or sort of diving deeper into those topics. One activity that I'll recommend that you try to do every day, even if you don't like it, um, you probably will only not like it at first. You'll grow to like it. Is journaling. I cannot overstate how important journaling has been to me and many others who I've recommended start it. So I will probably create a video later on explaining at least my take on journaling and what that entails. Everyone's going to do it a little bit differently. And again, all of this should be customized to what works for you and what doesn't work for you. Okay, so I typically wake up and drink water right away. I've got water on a bedside table. And then I'll come downstairs and go to the kitchen and drink tea. I love turmeric ginger tea, but whatever tea you want. If you want to drink coffee, hey, drink coffee. I would recommend not drinking 2 pots of coffee, but everything in moderation, right? So if you want a cup of coffee, have a cup of coffee. So while I'm drinking my tea, I'll grab my journal and, I just start writing. And usually I start writing whatever's going through my head. And that might be a to-do list. It might be thoughts on a goal that I have. It may be quotes that are important to me, things that worked yesterday, things that I want to accomplish today, all those sorts of things. Typically, I do include a page where I write what I'm grateful for. I'm a big believer in celebrating gratitude and, the whole law of attraction and abundance, which again is a whole other topic. But, the important thing to know is that there's no right or wrong when journaling. It does help me keep track of things that worked, what didn't work. If I, a big thing with nutrition is food journaling, right? So you eat something that has certain ingredients and you document it and note how you felt afterwards. It was important for me to recover from ulcerative colitis. It was an important factor in that. And then I found that it actually is an important factor in other facets of my life. So I kept it and I continue to do that. At any rate, that's what I do while I'm drinking my tea. Next, I'll grab a yoga mat and start stretching. My low back tends to be my weak area, the spot that always hurts if I don't, take care of it properly. So I pay very close attention to stretches that are designed for my low back and my hips. From there, I actually recently have been utilizing exercises I've researched to help me with diastasis. So I've got diastasis, which is where the muscles in your abdomen have separated. So they're kind of spread out, and it's not exactly a hernia, but it's similar in that your muscles really aren't providing the support that they should. And so typical core exercises are actually bad for that. Without getting into any of the details, that's sort of where I go. I can do those on my yoga mat after I stretch. It seems to flow pretty well for me. Okay, next I take a shower, and I typically end it with cold water. And yes, that can be unpleasant, but if you do some research, you'll see that there's some evidence of some real benefit to it. And there's a lot of benefits that are listed. But one of the things that I look at is, number one, it wakes me up, believe me. But also it's supposed to really boost your immune system. There's a gentleman, Wim Hof, who I've just started reading about, and he's got all kinds of things. And one of the things that he does and is known for is extreme cold temperatures. Like he'll go out and meditate in just boxer shorts in the middle of a glacier, right? So, but he's got some interesting information out there, and I've just started really reading about him and some of his practices. So I've tried to roll that in. Now I'm not ready to go out on a glacier or anything like that yet, but for the last 20 30 seconds of the shower going cold water, it's really helped me get focused and sort of wake up in the morning, and then I get dressed. And so that's whether I have the day off or not. And it used to be when I had the day off, I would kind of shamble around the house in my pajamas and sort of take my time getting together and everything. But I found that was really counterproductive. And again, it didn't provide a framework that was productive for me. So again, maybe that's different for you. That's just what works for me. And then I have a reasonable breakfast, and that gets me ready for the entire day. And again, I've kept food journals to tell me what works and what doesn't work. Something that's sort of heavy carbohydrate, and I'm not anti-carbohydrate by any stretch, but for me, things like eggs, bacon, tend to work better than things like French toast and pancakes and Danish, right? So the pancakes and things leave me sort of sluggish, whereas the eggs and bacon sort of keep my trajectory in an upward swing, as it were. Again, this is just an example of one of my mornings, and again, it's sort of a framework. Some days I do try things like yoga, Tai Chi, Qigong, all sorts of things. So I try to keep it fresh, so that I don't tend to get bored. But again, just an example. You need to experiment with what works for you, and again, take out what doesn't work for you. The whole point of this is to take control first thing, okay? To start your day right and be intentional and enjoy accomplishing that action, right? Celebrate your victories. There was an admiral who had a now famous speech about the importance of making your bed, and that sort of started your day properly. And that's what we're talking about here is getting that intention and getting that momentum, right? Building that momentum so that throughout the day, you can be more productive, and not from just a number crunching, I can produce more, but the more productive you are, the more pockets of time you can find to pursue things that you want to pursue. And all of a sudden, you've got all these open spots on your schedule, and it really starts to make a difference. And after just a short period of time of doing this, of starting this practice, you will find that you are directing your energy in productive ways and starting to really run your life and feeling like you're moving forward. So I hope this has helped you and motivated you to start taking control of your day, and really start managing the beginning of that day and getting that momentum. And hopefully it's shown you that beating that feeling of overwhelm is as simple as taking a few simple steps at the beginning of each day, and just starting your day right. If you want to learn more about me, who I am, what I do, check out my website, follow me on social media, and let me know in the comments if this video has helped you, if there are other things that you would like to see me cover in future videos. I'd really love to know that too. Until then, hopefully, if this video has motivated you in any way or really helped, go ahead and hit that like button and the subscribe button and click the bell to make sure that you see my future videos. Until next time, remember, your healthy lifestyle is what you eat, think, and do. I'll see you next time.